Good Tuesday afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to Sam Royce Field at historic Richardson Stadium, where we have baseball once again for you this afternoon. It is the Glasgow Scotties entertaining the Bowling Green Purples. Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune along with you for our broadcast this afternoon. The Scotties are 5-9 overall on the year, coming off of a 9-3 loss here at home yesterday to South Warren. Scotties are of course, coached by Cameron Garman. Bowling Green 8-5 overall on the year, and they have not played since Saturday during their spring break trip. Their last game was against Grace Christian Academy of Tennessee on Saturday afternoon, and Bowling Green lost that game by a final score of 2-0. These two teams have met once already this year. That was back on April the 2nd in Bowling Green, and the Purples won that matchup by a score of 5-0. Much like South Warren yesterday, Bowling Green has had the upper hand over the Scotties as of late in their head-to-head meetings. Bowling Green has won 3 straight over the Scotties and 12 of the last 13 against Glasgow. The only Scotty win since 2010 was a 9-5 victory back in 2021 when the Scotties pulled out the victory there. So Glasgow, again, just like yesterday, facing a very, very tough ball club here. South Warren was one of the better teams in the state. I think it's the same could probably be said about these Bowling Green Purples. So it should be another good ball game here. Hopefully the Scotties can maybe pull off an upset. We'll see how this one goes. One thing I do know is it's a very pretty day, good sunshiny day. Got a little bit of a breeze, and hopefully the temperatures won't drop too much lower tonight. It's a little bit cool today, certainly much cooler than it was yesterday, but certainly excited to be here for you and bring you another broadcast of Glasgow Scotty baseball. And we'll take our first break here on the Don Franklin Auto pregame show. And when we come back, we'll introduce you to the starting lineups. We'll bring Bruce Tribune in here. We'll talk a little bit about this matchup between the Scotties and the Purples. You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto here on WCODU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM. We're back after a 3-minute timeout.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Welcome back here to the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to First Pitch. It's Joe Myers and Bruce Trevue along with you. It is Glasgow and the Bowling Green Purples getting set to go at it here on the diamond at Sam Royce Field. Scotty's just finished up taking their infield. Now, if you're watching here on our YouTube feed, you may see that the both Purples are headed out to the infield to take some ground balls and fly balls as well. We want to bring Bruce Trevue in here now. And Bruce, these Scotties yesterday, I don't feel like they played poorly yesterday. They just made some mental mistakes, made some base running errors. And when we talked to Coach Garman after the game, he said, "Yep," he said, "It's the first thing I brought up to him." He actually said somebody pinch me or somebody smack me, I think it was, if I don't talk some base running fundamentals tomorrow. So he knew what the problems were yesterday, and the Scotties, as I said, did some good things, but just got to correct some mental mistakes and some base running problems.
Yeah, and because a couple of them were opportunities where we had opportunities to score, and it took us away from those scoring opportunities, and we talked about this yesterday, and I talked to Coach Jeff Garman. I saw him after the ball game last night. It's not like they're super young. It's just they're inexperienced because we have had so many seniors the last couple of years, and they just hadn't had varsity experience, and you're gonna, I think part of it, even with where your record is right now, you're wanting to win so bad, and sometimes you want to give that good effort, and sometimes your effort gets in your way. You do things, you're pressing, and you do things that you normally wouldn't do.
You talk about the Scotties' record, and yeah, it's 5-9, which is obviously not where they'd like it to be. But you got to put that into perspective. Let's just look at their schedule so far. So they opened up with a 4-game stretch against Greenwood, South Warren, Franklin Simpson, and Taylor County. South Warren, I know, is a top 25 team, I think, in some of the baseball polls. Taylor County, I think, is also a top 25 team. Franklin Simpson always has a great baseball program. Greenwood always has a very good baseball team as well, and I think they're very strong again this year. Then they get a win over Metcalfe County and Greene County. They lose to Logan County, again, a perennial contender in the 4th region. They lose to Bowling Green, again, are always right there for the 4th region crown. Then they go on their spring break trip. They get wins over Union City, Tennessee, Nicholas County, and Washington County. Then they lose to Western Hills and Somerset. Obviously, I don't know a whole lot about those schools. I do know Somerset always has a very good baseball program. And then they lose yesterday to South Warren. So it's not like they're out there playing, these weak baseball teams. These are programs, for the most part, that are very strong year in and year out.
Well, and Glasgow's always played a tough baseball schedule. Central Hardin usually, they're not on it this year. Or, we usually open up with them, and they're perennial state power usually. I mean, they're, in the 5th region. Taylor County has a very good, excellent program. You talked about Franklin. Their program's probably – it's good. It's always good. Franklin and Logan always come out of that district down there.
I can't remember the last time Todd or Russellville came out.
No, and it just doesn't happen, and their programs are sound. And here's another thing we need to realize it. And, baseball is not played by classes like same as basketball is not played by classes like football and stuff. Glasgow has about 600 students, and Bowling Green is a 5A school. South Warren's a 5A school, and they've got 2 and 3 times, 3 times more students we do. They've got a lot more to select from, and it makes a difference.
Certainly the standout player for the Scotties yesterday in the game that we broadcast against South Warren was JoJo Driver. If you were listening to us yesterday, you know what a ridiculous batting average he has. He was yesterday, I think, around 469, I think, is where he started that game yesterday. Well, he went, 4 for 4, I believe it was,
yes,
and improved his average to 528. And this is a kid who last year, Bruce, let's just be honest, he struggled with the bat, JoJo did. It's just amazing to see the turnaround from last year to this year for JoJo.
And that gets right back to what you're talking about, the schedule that they're playing. He's seeing good pitching. So I mean, he's had the start of his year is good. And let's hope he can maintain it. I doubt if he finishes his year hitting over 500. I hope he does, but it probably won't, because by the time the season's over, you're getting a little tired, and it's going to make a difference. But he played very well, and Coach mentioned that yesterday. JoJo, I think when he first started playing was a younger player. We saw he played shortstop or second base. He can play multiple positions for him now, so he can keep him in the lineup.
Yeah, the Scotties' batting average as a team, when you look at that, it's 264, a little bit lower than you'd like it to be. They did improve it by 5 points yesterday. It was 259 when that game started yesterday. But, again, against the quality of competition, the quality of pitching the Scotties have seen so far this year, 264, not terrible by any means. You'd like it to be a little better, but it's not terrible.
Well, I mentioned that yesterday. We talked about before we generally, because they moved the season up, we might get a game or two in before spring break. But we didn't start, doing ball games on the air till after spring break. And we talked about, they'd come back from spring break, and several years they'd be hitting 325, 340, somewhere in that neighborhood. And then by the course of the season, when the season gets over, and we seem to start, we're down in that 270, 280 range. And I said, well, maybe we can reverse that this year, and we start out, now and raise it each as the season goes along.
As we continue here on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to First Pitch, let's introduce you to the starting lineups. They are brought to you by TJ Regional Health. First for the visiting Bowling Green Purples, batting first and playing shortstop for the Purples will be Evan Schallert. Batting second in center field is Drew Eisenberg. Number 3 hitter is the third baseman. That's Landon Gilbert. Grayson Newman will be in left field. He'll be the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth for the Purples is second baseman Luke Idlett. Number 6 hitter, the right fielder, Hudson Knottmeyer. Harrison Yates will bat seventh, and he'll be behind the dish catching. Logan Johnson is at first base, and he'll bat eighth. The number 9 hitter is the DH. That's James Yarborough. Bowling Green 8-5 on the season. Their head coach is Nathan Eisenberg. The Purple started the season 5-1. They've gone 3-4 since, again, against very good competition. TJ Regional Health starting lineup for the Scotties looks like this. Batting first and in center field will be JoJo Driver. Carter Hodges in left field. He'll be batting second. Number 3 hitter is the third baseman, Stephen Garrett. Batting cleanup and at first base is Evan Templin. Hudson Gum will be at shortstop. He'll bat in the number 5 hole. Batting sixth is the catcher, Bam Nolly. Number 7 hitter is the second baseman, Garrett Shields. Houston Haynes in right field will bat eighth. And the number 9 hitter is the DH. That's Braylon Caldwell. He'll be hitting today for the pitcher, Peyton Limley. Scotties 5-9 on the season. Head coach is Cameron Garman. And assistant coaches for the Scotties are Cord Glass, Corey Haynes, Dylan Poore, and Pudge Morgan. Glasgow head coach Cameron Garman, Bowling Green head coach Nathan Eisenberg meeting with the two umpires out there at home plate right now, discussing the ground rules and things of that nature. While they do that, let's tell you about some of the other games going on around the area today. In baseball, Barron County is hosting Warren East in a district matchup. We will have some updates for you on how that game is going along, we think. Edmonson County is at home against Butler County today. Hart County welcoming LaRue County. You've got Metcalfe County on the road at Cumberland County. Monroe County at home against Greene County. Russell County traveling to Clinton County. You've got Logan County hosting Christian County. And Franklin Simpson baseball team is on the road at South Warren. In high school softball, the Glasgow Lady Scotties are visiting Butler County today, and again, we'll try to get you some updates on that score as well as we go along throughout the afternoon here. Barron County softball team playing at home against Warren East. That, of course, is a district matchup for them. Allen County Scottsville is on the road at Bowling Green today. Hart County softball team welcoming Warren Central. Got Metcalfe County traveling to Cumberland County. Other softball games in Monroe County on the road at Clinton County. South Warren going to Central Hardin. Franklin Simpson entertains Logan County. And you've got Russellville welcoming Todd Central.
You talk about East and Barron playing, have updates, like, of course, now that you play back-to-back district games, and they did that because, the 14th over the pitching situation where if you've got an ace, you can't throw him every game. And I noticed, Barron got a 2-1 win over East yesterday. 2-1 or 2-0 there on the road.
They did? Okay, I didn't look at that. I didn't know that.
It was 2-0, 2-1. They got a win. It was a low-scoring game, but they've got a heads up in the district because these are their first district games right now.
Yep. Scotties don't play district games, I think, for maybe another couple of weeks, if I remember correctly. But
well, Glasgow and Barron played well in May, late in May. May, that's late in the season.
Yeah, so. Glasgow, actually, on Monday, the Scotties do host Allen County Scottsville here, and I think that's actually our next baseball broadcast.
That'll be a Monday, Tuesday then, won't it?
Yeah, Tuesday they'll go on the road to Allen County of next week, and then after that, those district games occur 3 Monday, Tuesdays in a row there. So those district games coming up a little quicker for the Scotties than I thought they were. If you look at the other things going on around the area, around Glasgow High School today, you've got the tennis team playing Monroe County here at home. Softball team, as we told you, is playing at Butler County. And the track team is hosting the GMS Scotty games today. Let's take our final time out here on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to First Pitch. We'll wrap things up right now, and we'll come back with our first pitch for you here from Sam Royce Field. You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, presented by Don Franklin Auto, here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Welcome back to Sam Roy's Field. Joe Myers, Bruce Tribune with you as we are set to go here. First three hitters due up for Bowling Green: Evan Schallert, Drew Eisenberg, and Landon Gilbert will set the Glasgow defense for you after this first pitch from Peyton Limley. And his breaking ball misses for ball one. Scotty defense is Carter Hodges in left field, JoJo Driver in center, Houston Haynes in right. Limley sets to deliver the 1-0 pitch. That one in there for a called strike. Stephen Garrett's at third base, Hudson Gum at second, Hudson Gum at short, Garrett Shields at second, Evan Templin at first base, Bam Nolly behind the dish. 1-1 strike pitch now coming from Peyton Limley. And that one in the dirt, 2 balls and 1 strike. Limley, as you've heard, is pitching today for the Scotties. Peyton, a right-handed junior with a 1-0 record. 5.25 ERA, 10 strikeouts, 2 walks. He's pitched 12 innings and making his third start of the season here today for the Scotties. Schallert will foul this pitch off out of play, so the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind whipping around here at Sam Roy's Field. According to the flag out in center field, it's blowing almost straight in, maybe a little bit left to right. Breaking ball here from Limley is upstairs. Count is full. Limley into the windup with a payoff pitch. And this ball ripped into right field, but hit right at Houston Haynes, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Well, 6 pitches, but he got the out. So
that'll bring up center fielder Drew Eisenberg.
It says here the wind is out of the west-northwest, so it would be blowing sort of at us.
That's what I thought. And this pitch, good fastball from Limley to start the at-bat.
Yeah, that one about let her high, wasn't it? It was good.
Now the 0-1 from Peyton. All-speed pitch here, grounded towards shortstop in the hole, and Hudson Gum able to backhand it, but too deep in the hole to try to make a play on it. That'll be an infield hit for Drew Eisenberg.
Yeah, opposite field there, but just to hit hard enough, we couldn't get to it.
Landon Gilbert, now the hitter for the Purples. Gilbert hits from the left side, batting .359 with 11 RBIs. Squares to bunt, pulls back, takes the pitch up high. The throw down is not in time. It'll be a stolen base for Drew Eisenberg. Eisenberg with his 3rd stolen base of the year. Now 3 out of 6 in attempts. 1-0 pitch coming to Gilbert. Breaking ball, misses a little bit low. Eisenberg has his lead at second. Limley checking on him. Now the pitch. Fastball low and inside.
That bat's a neon orange or something. That almost hurts your eye.
Need some sunglasses to look at that thing, don't you? 3-1 now. That one called a strike at the knees. Good location there from Peyton. Limley with the pitch.
Ooh.
Misses just outside, so Limley will issue the walk. And that will bring up left fielder Grayson Newman. By the way, forgot to mention Ralphie's Fun Center sponsored our first pitch today. Apologize for that. Limley with runners at first and second. And the pitch on the way, swing and a miss, a sweeping breaking ball here by Newman for strike 1.
Yeah, He helped us out right there on that one.
Newman, a .318 hitter with 9 RBIs. Limley sits. Now the 0-1. Catches the outside corner for strike 2. Good fastball there.
Just caught that one on the corner. That's a good pitch.
Scoreless so far here in the top of the first inning, brought to you by the People's Bank. Now the 0-2. Popped up, foul, and out of play. Purples with runners at first and second. We've got one away here.
Bowling Green, though, I'm looking at their averages and hits and stuff, sort of like the Scotties. Scotties don't have any home runs this year, and they've just got 3, so.
Yeah, neither one of these teams is going to hurt you with power for the most part. Now the 0-2. The runners take off. The throw down to third base is into left field.
Jesus.
Now Eisenberg going to come in to score on the throwing error. Meantime, Gilbert winds up at second base. And Bowling Green takes an early 1-0 lead.
It hurt us last night. We had some throwing errors that threw the ball around. And
1 ball, 2 strikes the count here to the hitter, Grayson Newman. Breaking ball, and Newman reaches out, hits it in the air to the right side. Haynes chasing it down, and he cannot get there, and it lands just foul. Good effort by Houston Haynes. Just could not quite track it in time.
yeah, just a freshman, but you know, his sister played center field for the softball team. He got pretty good speed.
The son of assistant coach Corey Haynes. One-two pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. Tried to get Newman to chase, and he wouldn't. Two balls, 2 strikes as Limley sets and delivers. Breaking pitch ripped hard down the left field line. Is it going to be in the park? It is not.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said nothing about the home run, should I?
That is a 2-run shot, for Grayson Newman, and that is his first home run of the season. RBIs number 10 and 11. And the Scotties in a hole here in the top of the first inning, trailing now 3-0.
Well, the throw in there really didn't hurt us.
No, it becomes an earned run now. And the hitter now, Luke Idlett, who has a .571 batting average. Fouls this pitch off after the first one missed out of the strike zone, so it's a 1 ball, 1 strike count now to Idlett.
He was on the state runner-up basketball team. He was their 3-point specialist.
That's right. I think he shot over 50% from three-point range on the season, if I remember correctly. Obviously a pretty good hitter, too. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Limley. Misses up and away. Limley winds and fires. Breaking ball
Yes,
on the
sir.
outside corner for a called strike. 2-2.
If he gets some more consistent when he locates his pitchers, he's locating them in good spots.
Pitch. Another breaking ball, and Idlett fights it off, fouls it off out of play to the right side.
It's about like last night. We kept running out of baseball.
Yeah.
So many foul balls.
We had a long one last night. We were on the air for over 3 hours last night.
That's a long time for a high school baseball game. There it is.
Of course, that included our pregame and postgame coverage.
Wow.
That pitch just missed outside, apparently.
Did. I thought that was better than a strike we've seen, but it might have been a little bit high.
So the 3-2 on the way now. Line shot, one hopper at Hudson Gum. He'll pick it up at shortstop and go to first base for the out. 2 down here in the People's Bank first inning, and that will bring up the right fielder, Hudson Nottmeyer.
We're doing sort of the same thing we did last night, though. Limley's going to have a lot of pitches here in this first inning. He's already thrown 28.
Limley starts the at-bat with a breaking ball that's in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2 called with a fastball there. Now the 0-2. Another breaking ball. Off the end of the bat, grounded to the right side. Garrett Shields has it at second base. He goes to first for the out. So the Scotties get out of the inning with any more damage being done. Without any more damage being done, I should say. But Purple's out to a quick lead here.
Yes, the big home run. They put 3 on the board with a 2-run homer. Had 3 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and no one left. After a half inning, Bowling Green have scored 3. Scotty's coming to bat.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, presented by Don Franklin Auto here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
At Sam Roy's Field as we go to the bottom half of the People's Bank first inning. And first three hitters due up for the Scotties will be JoJo Driver, Carter Hodges, and Stephen Garrett. Bowling Green with the early 3-0 lead. Defensively for the Purples, let's set that for you. Out in the outfield, you've got Grayson Newman in left, Drew Eisenberg in center, and Hudson Nottmeyer is the right fielder. At third base is Landon Gilbert, the shortstop Evan Schallert, Luke Idlett at second base, Logan Johnson playing first. Behind the dish is Harrison Yates, and on the hill today for the Purples is the senior right-hander Eli Kreis. He is 1-0 on the year, has not given up an earned run yet. 1 strikeout, 1 walk. He's only pitched 3 innings all season. He's making just his second start of the year. His first pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Kreis is a side armor. And it's hit right back at him here by JoJo Driver. Kreis will field it and go to first base for the first out of the day.
That's what I was looking at. He'd thrown 3 innings and, you know, but he'd only thrown 14 pitches in 3 innings. So, I mean, in other words, apparently he, you know, lets them they put the ball in play and they're just making the plays behind him.
Certainly pretty efficient. At the plate for the Scotties here, Carter Hodges, and he'll foul the first pitch off the end of the bat for strike 1.
So far, all he's thrown is strikes. I mean, he doesn't seem to be throwing the ball super hard or anything. He just, you know, that odd delivery, he must be getting a lot of ground balls.
Yeah, you don't see that kind of delivery much. I mean, he is a pure sidearm pitcher. There's no overhand about it at all. Not three-quarters or anything. It looks to me just like he's straight sidearm. This pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And they're hard to pick up sometime because they're coming from back behind their body there, and you just don't.
Christ sets. This pitch hit hard back up the middle on the ground. It'll get into center field for a Don Franklin Auto base hit for Carter Hodges. First hit of the day for Glasgow here in the bottom of the first, and that'll bring up third baseman Stephen Garrett. Garrett hitting .263 on the season with 6 RBIs.
Yeah, that's just the second hit he's given up in the 3 innings. Well, now his 4th.
Ball hit right back at Christ. Could be 2 here. He goes to second for the out there. The throw to first is also in time, and that will be a 1-6-3 double play to get Bowling Green out of the inning.
Scotty's only sent 3 batters to the plate. They scored no runs on 1 hit and no errors. After 1 complete, Bowling Green 3, Glasgow 0.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball presented by Don Franklin on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Purples, it'll be the 7, 8, 9 hitters, Harrison Yates, Logan Johnson, and James Yarborough. Purples on top 3-0 after 1 inning here at Sam Royce Field. Yates steps in there to get us started here in the top of the second. He's batting .276 with 9 RBIs. Peyton Limley begins the at-bat with a breaking ball. The ball's in there for a called strike on the inside part of the plate. Into the windup, and the 0-1 is upstairs with the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch, and a hard ground ball down the first base line, and that's going to get through into right field. Could be extra bases here, and it will be as Yates digs for second, and he'll be there with a stand-up double. Don Franklin Auto base hit for the Purples to lead off the second inning. And we are going to get a courtesy runner here for the catcher Yates, and that will be Andrew Jones.
What's his number?
25. Logan Johnson steps to the plate now for the Purples, a .243 hitter. 13 RBIs, which leads the team, and he also leads the team with 2 dingers on the year in the number 8 spot. And this pitch in the dirt looked like a changeup, which Bam Nolly was able to block and keep it in front of him there. Coach Garman, in our post-game interview, was very complimentary of Bam yesterday. Said he thought it was probably his best game of the season as far as blocking pitches in the dirt. Breaking ball in there for strike 1.
Yeah, I thought he made some very good plays behind there, but he just had a couple bad throws like he did in the first inning. Of course, that, like I say, that one didn't hurt us because they would have scored anyway. So
Limley taking a look at the runner at second. Now delivers the 1-1 pitch, which is in the dirt. And Nolly kept it right there with him, but he couldn't quite find it. It was underneath him, and by the time he picks it up, the runner already takes third base. So Jones now at third. Nobody out. 2 ball, 1 strike count here to Logan Johnson. Two 1 pitch coming. Breaking ball, a strike.
Mr. Lemonladen's needing a couple strikeouts. Or infield pop-up.
Scotty infielders in on the edge of the grass here. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball again in the dirt. Nolly able to block that one. Time called here by Johnson as he steps out of the box. Full count here. Limley from the stretch. The pitch. Fastball popped up foul out of play back behind us. Another payoff pitch coming. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nolly had to go way out to get in front of that one, which he did, but it is the second walk of the day issued by Limley. Johnson heads down to first base, so now runners on the corners, nobody out. Here comes the DH, James Yarborough. Yarborough still searching for his first hit of the season. He is over 11. He's hitting today for the pitcher, Eli Krice.
Scotty's needing an out in the worst way.
And the breaking ball in there for a called strike.
Could really use a strikeout and then a double play. Of course, they may try to take second here.
Scotty infielders on the corners are in. Middle infielders back at double play depth. This pitch misses a bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is an experienced Bowling Green Ball Club. Everybody in the lineup either a senior or a junior. 5 seniors, 4 juniors in this batting order. Here's the 1-1 as the runner takes off for second base. A swing and a miss, and Nolly fakes to throw down to second base, then takes a look at third, but does not make an attempt. So Logan Johnson now at second base. Courtesy runner Andrew Jones at third. So 1 ball, 2 strike count to Yarborough. The breaking ball hit in the air to center field. JoJo Driver makes the catch out there. Runner from third will score. Andrew Jones coming in to tag up to make it 4-0 Purples. Johnson stayed put at second base. It's just the first out of the inning here in the top of the second, brought to you by Hardee's. And now back to the top of the Bowling Green order with Evan Schallert.
Schallert lined out to right field his first at bat. Of course, they're from the left side.
He's a .405 hitter, 4 RBIs. First pitch he sees, misses outside. Across town, Warren East has a 3-0 lead over Barron County after 1 inning of play in baseball. Here's the 1-0. Breaking pitch misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
You know, where you were talking about, though, the number of juniors and seniors, this is where the size of the schools enter into it, because you've got so many players that you're able to keep upperclassmen all the time. You know, you'll see them in basketball sometimes. You know, freshmen and sophomores aren't even on their rosters unless they're just, you know, exceptional.
Here's the 2-0. Runner takes off for third base. Nolly throws down, but it's a little bit high. And stolen base for Logan Johnson. Even a good throw, I don't think, would have had him.
He got a good jump.
And it wasn't a bad throw by Nolly. It was just a little bit higher than you'd like it to be.
No, but I think he had it stolen.
I agree.
That was that breaking ball. You know, it's a little slower, and it just, you know, he just.
2-ball, 1-strike count to Shallard here. The pitch from Limley off the plate outside. 3 balls and a strike.
He's already given up a couple walks.
The 3-1 delivery, fouled off out of play. Again, the Glasgow infielders in on the edge of the grass here, trying to prevent another run from scoring on a ground ball. 3-2 pitch coming, and it misses upstairs. Shallard draws the walk, third issue of the day by Limley. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Drew Eisenberg.
I thought that might draw a visit.
And it will. Glasgow pitching coach Cord Glass heading out. And we're actually going to get a pitching change.
That's one of the things that's hurt us, though, Joe. We've had to play from behind a lot, and it's just tough to do.
So we'll take a timeout here. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll come back and tell you who the new Glasgow pitcher is. We're back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCOLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Sam Roy's Field. The new pitcher for the Scotties is freshman right-hander Rashad Etheridge. Etheridge, looking at his numbers, has not allowed an earned run yet. He does not have a win or a loss on the season. He's only thrown 2 innings of work so far this year. He struck out 1 and walked none in those 2 innings. So, interesting spot for the freshman to come in here. Bowling Green has runners on the corners, 1 away. Purple's already on top by a score of 4-0. And Etheridge will step off the rubber. Drew Eisenberg at the plate for the Purples. Etheridge comes with a fastball that's upstairs. Bowling Green got 3 runs in the first inning and 1 so far here in the second. Etheridge working from the stretch. Takes a look at the runner at first, who takes off for second. This ball hit hard but fouled down the right field side. Etheridge ready to deliver the 1-1. And he hit Eisenberg. So that'll put Purples on all 3 bases now. And that'll bring up the number 3 hitter in the order, the third baseman, Landon Gilbert.
Walked his last at bat.
Middle infielder is going to play at double play depth, I think. In on the corners. Gilbert, another left-handed hitter. Etheridge comes with a fastball, misses up and away. I'm sure Rashad's maybe a little nervous out there as a freshman. He's only pitched, as we said, 2 innings of work so far this year prior to this work. Fastball popped up.
Infield fly.
Yep. Etheridge makes the catch for good measure. There are now 2 away. Base is still loaded here, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Grayson Newman. That's the man who parked one over the left field fence last time, wasn't it, Bruce?
Yes, he did. On a 2-2 count.
Etheridge comes to the fastball. Actually, a changeup it looked like that had Newman way out in front. Newman have taken another home run cut right there. He's a .318 hitter. Now with 11 RBIs after that home run, and that was his first homer of the season back in the first inning. This pitch from Etheridge misses up high. One ball, one strike. Etheridge delivers. Fly ball to left field. Carter Hodges will make the catch, and that will end the inning for the Scotties. So not bad at all. Glasgow able to get out of it with just giving up the 1 run after Bowling Green loads the bases. So the freshman Rashad Etheridge comes in and does his job.
He did. I mean, he got us out of a jam. 1 run on the 1 hit. They had no errors, but they did strand 3. After 1.5, Bowling Green 4, Glasgow 0.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, presented by Don Franklin Auto, here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune back here with you at Sam Royce Field as we go to the bottom of the Hardy's second inning. It's Bowling Green on top of the Scotties by a score of 4-0. And leading things off for Glasgow in the second will be Evan Templin, Hudson Gum, and Bam Nolly. They are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. First pitch of the inning from Eli Kreis in there for a called strike. Your 1 delivery, and Templin foul tipped it back into the catcher's glove. 0-2. Evan, a .302 hitter, 8 RBIs. The 0-2 pitch called, strike 3 on the outside corner. Templin didn't think so. Probably too close to take on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, it was a breaking ball, but it looked like it got the corner from here.
Here's the shortstop, Hudson Gum. Hudson batting .233, 8 RBIs.
Joe, this is the 4th batter he's faced. He's only pitched 1 ball. Everything else has been strikes.
That's pretty darn good, isn't it?
5th batter, I'm saying. 5th batter he's facing. He's pitched 1 ball. It's pretty efficient.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Gum, which is fouled off down the right side, 0-2. I need to correct the score I gave you a moment ago. That Warren East Berrien County score I initially gave you was actually a softball score. So it's Warren East softball up over Berrien County 3-0 after 1.
Yeah, they're both playing each other there
and
today.
then Berrien County in baseball leads. Actually, Berrien County and Warren East in baseball are scoreless after 2 innings of play. Breaking ball to Gum here, misses low. So now, actually, let me give you an update on the softball score. Berrien County leads Warren East 4-3 after 2 innings of play. And again, those same two teams playing in baseball are scoreless after 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Christ, and it misses low as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Glasgow shortstop, Hudson Gum. And this pitch going to be fouled off by Gum. We'll have a softball game for you on Thursday on the air. It'll be a district game for the Lady Scotties as they host Warren East. 5:30 first pitch. Our broadcast begins at 5:15. Here's a chopper to the right side. Gum may be able to leg this thing out, but nope. Good play there by the second baseman, Luke Idle, as he charged it and made a quick throw to first base to get Gum by about a half step. That'll bring up Bam Nolly for the Scotties with 2 away here in the here in the Hardy second inning.
I was talking about him only throwing, 3 balls, but we hadn't hit a ball out of the infield. Well, the one that went up the center was a ground ball, went up the middle, but I mean they've all been ground balls.
First pitch going to be fouled off by Bam Nolly.
We did have the one single, which double play got him out of that inning pretty quickly.
Senior catcher hitting 200 so far this year with a couple of RBIs. Strike called in the outside corner here is now 0-2. I'll tell you, for Christ to only have thrown 3 innings coming into this ball game, I think that tells you a little bit about the depth of the Bowling Green pitching, Bruce.
Well,
because he looks pretty good. This breaking ball swung on and missed by Nolly. He's down on 3 straight pitches, and the Scotties go 3 up, 3 down here in the second.
No runs, no hits, no errors again as he's just faced the minimum. After 2 complete, Bowling Green 4, Glasgow 0.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball presented by Don Franklin Auto here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that just make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Bill Myers, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Sam Roy's Field as we go to the top half of the TJ Regional Health third inning. It is Bowling Green with a 4-0 lead over the Scotties. And the Purples will send up their 5, 6, and 7 hitters here in this half inning. That'll be Luke Idlett, Hudson Knottmeyer, and Harrison Yates. Glasgow pitcher Rashad Etheridge finishing up his warm-up tosses here. Take a look at the Lady Scotties softball game. They are in the bottom of the first inning at Butler County. Lady Scotties were held scoreless in the top of the first. Butler County yet to score in the bottom of the first. But again, we'll keep you up to date on that one. But right now, scoreless in that contest between those two softball teams. So here's Luke Idlett. .571 average.
Grounded out to short his first at bat.
First pitch he sees from Etheridge in there for a called strike. Idlet got a late start to the baseball season because, as Bruce told you, he was a member of the state runner-up basketball team. So he's only had, coming into this game, 7 at-bats. He was 4 of 7. Now 4 of 8 on the year. 1 ball, 1 strike count to him here. And this pitch misses low and inside. Etheridge into the windup. And a fastball. Called a strike on the outside part of the plate, 2-2.
Yeah, fastball backed up just a little bit, didn't it?
Did. Etheridge winds and fires. His pitch off the end of the bat down the first base line. Nolly comes out of his catcher spot to field it and make the play at first base. Really nice play that time by Bam Nolly. He had to travel probably 15 to 20 feet down the first base line to get to that baseball and then made a good throw.
Yeah, when it first came off a bat, I didn't know whether he got to it pretty quick. I didn't think they were going to get him.
Ball had a little English on it, too, when it came off the bat. I thought it might roll foul, but it did not.
It did, and we're still early in the spring. The grass a little bit high. It slowed it down quite a bit.
Here's Hudson Notmeyer. He pops this first pitch up in foul territory, and Nolly giving it a look over towards the Glasgow dugout, but it goes out of play. Notmeyer sporting a .294 average with 5 RBIs on the year.
He grounded to second base the end of first inning, his first at bat.
The 0-1 pitch from Etheridge misses high. One ball, 1 strike. Etheridge into the windup. Fastball here off the plate outside, 2-1. Hudson awaiting the pitch on the way, and he turns on it, fouls it off, though, down the left field side. Lands right in front of the viewing deck out there in the left field corner.
Yeah, that was a nice little addition before we had the fire, but the fire didn't reach it, so.
Mm-hmm. Got a few fans taking advantage of that vantage point out there. This ball hit back up the middle. That'll be a Don Franklin auto base hit for Notmeyer. So a 1-out single for him, and that will bring the catcher Harrison Yates up.
It's their 4th hit of the ball game. They've scored 4 runs off of those 4 hits. 3, yeah. Of course, the 2-run homer. Yates had a double down the right field line, his first at bat.
Etheridge from the stretch now, and he'll throw to first base, but Notmeyer back in there safely.
He was just between Templin and the base. It got to the corner.
Pitch from Etheridge misses low and inside. Healthy lead for Notmeyer there at first base. Etheridge will throw over to chase him back in, which he gets in safely.
He's probably going to need to do that either. They've been running quite a bit on us. They've already got, 3 stolen bases, I think. And
1 ball, no strike. Pitch on the way as Notmeyer takes off for second base. And the throw down to second is in time.
Nice shot.
Bam Nolly threw him out. So Notmeyer becomes the 2nd out of the inning. was a hit and run that time as Yates swung at one that was way out of the strike zone, just trying to protect the runner, but he could not make contact, and Ottmeyer thrown out. 1 ball, 1 strike count now. Purple's on top 4-0 here in the top of the TJ Regional Health 3rd inning. Time called by Yates as he steps out of the box. Etheridge delivers. That fastball just misses inside.
Some of the Scotty faithful thought it was a little closer than that, didn't they?
Yeah.
You could hear them from where we are.
And this ball hit hard back up the middle on the ground, but Hudson Gum will field it back behind the bag at second and make the play at first base. Nice job there by Hudson as the Scotties will send Bowling Green back to the dugout for the first time without scoring any runs.
Good inning, 1-2-3 inning for the Scotties. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 2.5 gone by. Bowling Green 4, Glasgow 0.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Of the TJ Regional Health 3rd inning with Bowling Green on top of the Scotties, 4-0. As where are we at in the lineup for the
7, 8, 9?
7, 8,
Yeah,
9.
yeah.
Okay. That'll be Garrett Shields, Houston Haynes, and Braylon Caldwell.
It's just the first time through. He's faced the minimum so far on 17 pitches. He has given up a hit, but he's got 2 strikeouts.
Yep. Scotties did get a hit back in the first inning. That was Carter Hodges, I believe, wasn't it? Is
Yeah,
that right? And then they got a double play. Did the Purples to get out of that inning. So here comes Garrett Shields to start off the bottom of the 3rd. And the pitch from Christ is low. The 1-0 is popped up foul out of play.
It might have been ball 2. That looked a little high.
And here's a ground ball to the right side, booted by Idlet at second base, and Shields will reach on the error. And that brings up the freshman right fielder, Houston Haynes. An update on the Glasgow softball game. Butler County leads the Lady Scotties 1-0 in the top of the 2nd there. Houston still looking for his first hit of the season. Squares to bunt, and he bunted it, and the umpire does not realize that ball hit Haynes. That ball hit Haynes while he was still in the box. That should be a foul ball.
Exactly. And if he didn't see, Coach Garman, he's asking for appeal. Surely
the umpire in the field saw that. That ball clearly hit Houston after he bunted it. It came up and hit him in the chest.
And
that
yeah,
should
as
be
long
a
as he's
foul
in the
ball.
box,
He's
exactly.
in the box.
If he's out of the box, he's out. But if he's...
The umpires are going to discuss it. I mean, one of these guys had to have seen that. Obviously, the home plate umpire didn't, and they are okay. They are going to correct the call. So good job there by the 2 umpires getting together to correct it.
Just a strike. Well,
did they not just say he was? They just gave the safe signal. He just gave the safe signal as if it was, well, they are going to say he's out.
My
so
goodness.
not a very good job by the two umpires, because
no.
that was very obvious. That was not very good job.
That was
there.
a 2-1 fielder's choice in, right?
I guess. Well, at the plate here is Braylon Caldwell. I just cannot believe that the guy in the field could not have seen that to correct it.
But why did he give the safe signal?
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, no balls in the strike. And this pitch hit off the end of the bat, foul by Caldwell towards the Glasgow dugout.
Do we score a sacrifice?
Well, I guess you do, because
he bunted.
Yeah,
he advanced the runner.
Yeah, it moved Shields to second base, so I guess you scored a sacrifice. But
I don't think we were bunting a sacrifice right there, really, though, because we're down 4-0.
Yeah,
but
I kind of doubt it. No balls and 2 strikes to count here at Caldwell. Christ comes set. And ball hit to the shortstop, Shallert. He'll go to first base to get the out there. Shields stays put at second. 2 down, back to the top of the Glasgow order. Here's the center fielder, JoJo Driver.
JoJo grounded back to the pitcher. We have not hit a fly ball off of this pitcher yet on that side iron delivery. They're all, we've had the ground ball through by Carter Hodges, and everything else has been in the infield.
JoJo hitting .528 on the year. First pitch he sees is a strike on the outside corner.
Well, Coach Garman did all he could do, is appeal and ask.
Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball misses outside. One ball, 1 strike, and they'll throw to second base. Shields back in safely.
I wonder why the umpire thought he quit running. If he,
Well, he didn't run it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He didn't
that's
run
what
it
I'm
all
saying.
at first, because the ball clearly hit him while he was still in the box.
That's what I'm saying. Why?
Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's a strike on the outside part of the plate. 1-2. Price comes set, checking on Shields at second base, and he'll step off the rubber. The 1-2 now from Christ. Breaking ball, high chopper to third base. Gilbert going to field it, go
Safe.
to first, and the
Beat
throw
it
is
out.
late. JoJo able to beat it out.
I knew when that high hopper and that bounce, JoJo, the way he get down the line, that he might beat that out.
Shields moves over to third base, so the Scotties have runners on the corners here, 2 away. And here's the left fielder, Carter Hodges.
He grounded a ball, hard hit ball, back up the center of the diamond, his first at bat for a single, and as you said, was erased by the double play. But
Carter batting .268 on the year when the day began. Fastball from Christ is grounded to second base. Idlet will field it and go to first for the out, and that will end the inning. So the Scotties going to leave a couple runners stranded on the base paths here, and they continue to be shut out by the Purples.
no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. 3 complete. Scotty's, as Joe told you, being shut out 4-0 by Bowling Green.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, presented by Don Franklin Auto here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Myers Bristol Review back with you at Sam Royce Field as we head to the top of the 4th inning, which is brought to you by Riley Dental Group. It's Bowling Green 4, Glasgow nothing, and the first 3 hitters will be the 8-9 hitters for the Purples. It's Logan Johnson, James Yarborough, and Evan Schallert.
Johnson walked, stole a base, and was stranded at third.
Rashad Etheridge still out there on the hill for the Scotties. He came in relief of the starter Peyton Limley back in the 2nd inning. His first pitch missed for ball 1. Here's a curveball, which is hit down the left field line. It is just fair. Boy, hit right on the line. And now Hodges having a little trouble with it out there in left field. Regardless, it would have been a double for Johnson. So Hodges able to get it back in to hold him to a double. So a leadoff double there for Johnson. Here comes James Yarborough. That's a Don Franklin auto base hit, of course, for the Purples.
Their 5th hitter today, their 3rd extra base hit. They've had a couple doubles and a home run. So, and let me see, all but the 3rd inning, they've had the leadoff batter on. No, that was just the 2nd inning. We got him in the 1st and then in the 3rd.
James Yarborough to the plate. Squared the bunt, pulled back and took the pitch outside.
He had an RBI sacrifice fly to right field his first at bat.
Etheridge taking a look at Johnson at second, now delivers. And again, a bunt laid down here on the third base line as Garrett comes in to field it. He'll go to first for the out there. Moves Johnson over to third base with just 1 away. And now to the top of the order with the shortstop, Evan Schallert.
Well, that's his 2nd sacrifice for the day, so he doesn't have an official at bat. Schallert flew out to right and walked.
Scotty infielders come in on the edge of the grass here with a runner at third. And 1 away. First pitch Schallert sees. He'll foul it off out of play to the left side. Here's the 0-1. And it's going to be a base hit into center field. That'll get get a run in. Logan Johnson coming in to score. RBI number 5 on the year there for Schallert. Don Franklin auto base hit gives Bowling Green now a 5-0 lead. Here's the center fielder, Drew Eisenberg, for the Purples. Etheridge with a quick throw to first base, but Schallert back in. Etheridge taking a long look at first, now comes home with a pitch, and it's in there for a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch coming. It's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shallot with his lead at first. Etheridge takes a look. Now comes home with a pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Runner takes off for second base here. The ball hit in the air to left field. Carter Hodges will make the catch. And getting back to first base safely is Evan Shallot. 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Landon Gilbert.
The umpire decided he needed to get in a different position.
Gilbert, a .359 hitter. First pitch misses upstairs to him.
Gilbert walked and scored in the first, had an infield fly in the second.
1-0 pitch. Misses low and away. Gilbert leads the team with 11 RBIs, or excuse me, second on the team with 11 RBIs. Two-0 pitch. In there for a called strike by Etheridge. Rashad comes set. Now the 2-1. Runner takes off for second base, and Nolly had a little trouble with the transfer from his glove into his throwing hand, and he will not be able to attempt the throw.
Well, like I say, ball a little inside. The batter ducked, but it was going to be a hard throw through him.
3 balls and a strike. First base open here. A swing and a miss. 3-2. Now the count goes full. Etheridge delivers, and it misses low and away. So a 2-out walk issued to Gilbert, and that brings up the cleanup hitter, Grayson Newman. He already had a 2-run homer back in the first inning.
That's the second time that Gilbert's walked.
Runners at first and second, 2 down here in the Riley Dental Group 4th inning. Etheridge misses with a breaking ball to start the at-bat, 1-0.
Had the home run and then lined out to left field his last at-bat.
Fastball popped up, foul, out of play. Count even at a ball and a strike. Bowling Green already with 1 run in here in the top of the 4th. They lead it 5-0. Breaking ball misses inside. This ball hit in the air to left field. Carter Hodges has it played just about perfectly. He'll make the catch, and that will do it. Purples will strand a couple of runners on the base paths, but they do add to their lead here in the 4th inning.
Yeah, they picked up 2 runs. There were 1 run, 2 hits. There were no errors, and they strand 2. 3.5 in the books. Bowling Green on top of the Scotties, 5-0.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Joe Myers, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Sam Royce Field. 5-0 lead here for Bowling Green as we go to the bottom half of the Riley Dental Group 4th inning. And for the Scotties, they will send up their 3-4-5 hitters. That's Stephen Garrett, Evan Templin, and Hudson Gum. Hopefully the Scotties can start getting to Eli Christ a little bit, but he has been very, very good through the first 3 innings.
29 pitches, giving up 2 hits, but only 1 ball hit out of the infield.
His first pitch of the inning misses low and away to Stephen Garrett.
I was going to say the same thing you were insinuating. The Scotties need to start chipping away at this lead.
Fastball from Christ across the middle of the plate for strike 1. Garrett, a .263 hitter, 6 RBIs.
He hit into a 6-3 double play his first at bat.
He'll ground this one foul.
Christ has only struck out 2 batters. He just having people hit in the ground balls.
Christ with a 1-2. Grounded left side, going to be scooped up by the third baseman Gilbert. His throw to first is there, 1 away. Now the cleanup man for the Scotties, Evan Templin.
There's a time or two when I've looked down there at first, I thought the first baseman pulled his foot off the bag before the before the ball gets there a time or two. I'm sure he hadn't, but it's just our angle.
Foul ball off the bat of Templin here.
Evan struck out looking his first at bat.
Update you on the score here in softball. Barron County leading Warren East 9-4 after 4 innings of play. And in baseball, Barron County and Warren East all tied up at 1 in the 4th. There's a fly ball to the right side in foul territory, and it's going to drop for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes here to the junior first baseman, Evan Templin. Purple's on top by a score of 5-0 here in the bottom of the 4th, brought to you by Riley Dental Group. The 0-2 pitch, and Templin will foul it back. Christ has the pitch he wants, now sets. Delivers. Swing and miss at a breaking ball by Templin. He's down on strikes. It's an Aero Safety strikeout for Christ.
It's his 3rd.
That brings up the Scotties shortstop, Hudson Gum, with 2 down.
Hudson grounded out to second base, his first at bat. We're into the 4th inning. That's just the 37th pitch he's pitched.
That's crazy. Pitch for Christ here, right across the middle of the plate at the knees for strike 1.
Let's see, 1, 2, 4. He's only thrown 5 balls.
Gosh. Here's the 0-1. This pitch going to be fouled back. Well, hey, if you're Glasgow, you know you can go up there swinging the bat.
Well,
right?
That's right, because he's going to put it across the plate. But that's amazing. You just think every once in a while he'd throw more balls than that, wouldn't you?
The 0-1 to Hudson. And Gum hits it hard to the right side and into right field, and that will be a 2-out single. Don Franklin auto base hit there for the Scotties.
Well, their outfielders seem to, in right field there, he seems to play shallow. I thought last night they did, but.
All their outfielders are playing quite shallow, if you ask me.
Well, I guess they know he hits they're probably, of course, this only is his second game, but I guess they know, what the way he throws the ball, he gets a lot of ground balls.
Here's the catcher, Bam Nolly. He'll hit a chopper down the third base line, but it's going to go foul.
He struck out on 3 pitches, his first at bat. And the only fly ball was that foul ball there just a while ago. Everything's been ground balls.
Well, yeah, as we told you earlier, Christ is a sidearm pitcher, and that tends to get you a lot of ground balls. Keep the ball low. The 0-1 delivery as Gum takes off for second base, and we're going to get interference called here.
He's out of play.
As
that's a double play.
Nolly stepped up in, well, there was already 2 outs, but Nolly fell, or not fell, but he stepped in front of the catcher as the catcher was trying to throw to second base to get Hudson Gum out, and that is interference, so that is the 3rd out of the inning.
He was out anyway, but we had no runs. We had 1 hit. We had there were no errors and nobody left. We've completed 4, Bowling Green 5, Glasgow 0.
You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Back here at Sam Royce Field, Bowling Green on top 5-0 over the Scotties as we go to the Aero Safety 5th inning. And the Scotties do have a new pitcher in the ball game. And this is going to be Lucas Kuykendall. And this is going to be Lucas's first varsity action of the season, according to the stats here. He does not have any stats, so Lucas comes in with the Scotties trailing 5-0 here. And at the plate for Bowling Green here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Batter 5.
Luke Idlet, and he gets hit by Kuykendall on his first pitch.
I was trying to fix my book up.
That'll bring up Hudson Notmeyer. Lucas is a freshman right-hander. Notmeyer, a .294 hitter with 5 RBIs. Kuykendall's first pitch misses up and in. Lucas working from the stretch, takes a look at the runner, now comes home with a pitch. It's a bunt laid down here by Notmeyer. Kuykendall off the mound. He'll make the play at first base for the out. Sacrifice will move Idlet to second base. That'll bring up the catcher, Harrison Yates.
Yates had a double and scored and grounded to short, his second at bat.
Fastball from Kuykendall misses upstairs. Eilert gets his lead at second base. Pitch from Kuykendall misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0, fouled off out of play. Kuykendall, the second freshman pitcher today for the Scotties. The junior, Peyton Limley, got the start. Then Rashad Etheridge came in relief of him in the second inning. So now Kuykendall in relief here to start the fifth.
Etheridge gave him some good work. I'll look at his numbers here in just a second.
2-1 from Kuykendall on the way. Just off the plate outside.
Etheridge threw 42 pitches, but 42 pitches in 3.2 innings, faced 12 batters. He walked one, gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, and he did hit 1 batter. So, not a bad outing for him for a freshman.
And this pitch from Kuykendall misses outside. So runners at first and second now, 1 away, and that will bring up Logan Johnson. We'll get a courtesy runner for Yates, and once again, that will be Andrew Jones at first base.
Okay, that's the 6th inning.
Kuykendall starts this at bat with a pitch at the knees for a called strike. Here's the 0-1. Chopper to the right side, going to be trouble. It's going to get through into right field for a base hit. They're going to send Eilert in to score to make it 6-0. Runners at first and second, still 1 away. It's a Don Franklin auto base hit that time for Johnson. That'll bring up the DH, James Yarborough.
He's the first batter for the Purples to have more than 1 hit, and that's his second.
Kuykendall with a fastball here, misses outside. Here's the 1-0. And that hit Yarborough. So the second hit batter of the inning here from Kuykendall. That'll load the bases. Still 1 away. We go back to the top of the Bowling Green order with Evan Schallert. And we're going to get a visit at the mound by Glasgow pitching coach Cord Glass. And we are going to get a pitching change. So we'll take a timeout here for just a moment, and we'll come back and tell you who the new Glasgow pitcher is. It's Bowling Green 6, Glasgow nothing. Here in the top of the Aero Safety 5th inning, we're back after a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto on WCLW Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune with you. The new Glasgow pitcher is Landon Martin. Landon is a right-handed junior. You look at his numbers, he does not have a win or a loss. He has just a 1.83 ERA. Struck out 5 and walked 2. He has thrown 7 2/3 innings. He is making his 4th appearance on the mound for Glasgow, and the 3rd appearance in relief. He will start off his day facing the top of the order for the Purples, Evan Schallert at the plate, with runners at first and second. Actually, the bases are loaded, for the Purples, with 1 away here in the 5th. And the pitch from Martin misses outside for ball 1.
Shallett's 1 for 2. Flown to right, walked, and singled.
Watches a strike go by there. 1-1.
The Purples could bust this open right here, couldn't they? I mean, they've already got 6-0 lead, but they could shorten this game if we don't score.
Breaking ball from Martin here. Catches the outside corner. 1-2. The pitch. It's going to be a base hit into the left field. Going to get at least 1 run in here. And now Hodges lets it get by. That'll get a 2nd run in. It's now 8-0 Purples. And the runners wind up at 2nd and 3rd, as Jones and Johnson both came in to score.
That's a single with a E7.
Here's the center fielder, Drew Eisenberg. Still just 1 down here in the Aero Safety 5th inning. First pitch to him in there for a strike from Martin.
Eisenberg's 1 for 2. Singled and scored, hit by a pitch, and flew out to left field.
This ball hit back up the middle. Going to get at least 1 run in. They're also going to send in Schallert. He'll come in to score. It's now 10-0 Purples here in the top of the 5th. And Bowling Green, as Bruce said a moment ago, has blown this game open now with 5 runs here in the 5th inning. That brings up the number 3 hitter in the order, the 3rd baseman, Landon Gilbert. He watches the pitch go by for a called strike. Here's a fly ball to right field. Houston Haynes chasing it down, and that is going to drop for a base hit. Runners will wind up at 2nd and 3rd. It's a double there for Gilbert. Eisenberg over at 3rd base. Barron County softball team leading Warren East 9-4 after 5 innings of play. In baseball, Barron County leads Warren East 6-1 after 5 innings. And here's a fly ball to center field. That's going to get over the head of JoJo Driver. JoJo looked like he may have got a little bit of a late start on that one. It's going to bring in 2 more runs as Eisenberg and Gilbert both come in to score. And the floodgates have opened here for the Purples in the 5th, with now 7 runs in this inning. Tough day for Scotty pitching, with the exception of Rashad Etheridge. He did a pretty good job coming in relief in the 2nd inning. I think he pitched the entire 3rd and fourth innings before being relieved.
That's Newman's second hit of the day. His second, both of them are extra base hits with a double and home run. He has 4 RBI on the day.
Luke Idlet at the plate now.
They've batted around. Idlet was hit by a pitch and scored. He's the only purple two that doesn't have a hit.
2 balls and no strikes now to Idlet. The 2-0 pitch, hit back up the middle, and there is that base hit for Idlet. Runners on the corners here with 1 away, 12-0 Purples. We may get another pitching change, and I think we will. Landon Martin going to be replaced, so we'll come back and after another timeout and tell you who the new Glasgow pitcher is this time. It's Bowling Green 12, Glasgow nothing. We're in the top of the 5th inning. We're back after a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto on WCODU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure that we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
New pitcher for the Scotties will be Houston Haynes, another freshman, the 3rd freshman to pitch today for the Scotties. And Houston, like Kuykendall, has not pitched any varsity action. So this is the first time that he has seen the mound for the Scotty Varsity Ball Club. He does start in right field. So now coming in for his first action on the hill for Glasgow with the Scotties trailing 12-0 here. Bowling Green has taken or put up 7 runs, I should say, in this 5th inning alone.
It's batted 10 batters, and of course, probably a good time to put him in against a good ball club. This game's out of reach, so why waste arms that you might need later in the week.
Hudson Nottmeyer will be the hitter.
Nottmeyer 1 for 2. Grounded to second, singled, and sacrificed.
Freshman right-hander working from the stretch with runners on the corners. Haynes' first varsity pitch is a strike on the inside part of the plate. Nottmeyer started the day with an average of 294. 0-1. Fastball misses outside. Now the 1-1 pitch from Haynes. Hit right back at him, and I think it got him in the leg maybe. I don't know, maybe he got out of the way. It ricochets, and the ball ended up into the glove of the second baseman, Garrett Shields, who tried to go to first base, but the throw was not in time. Maybe Houston did get out of the way of that one. I thought it glanced off his leg, but apparently not.
Let's see.
Another run comes in to score for Bowling Green, so it's now 13-0. Here's the catcher, Harrison Yates. He'll foul this pitch off for strike 1.
He's also 1 for 2, doubled, grounded to short, and walked.
Scotty's Go ahead, Bruce. Sorry.
Scored 2 runs on the day.
Scotties still have just recorded 1 out here in the 5th. 8 runs in for Bowling Green. Haynes with the 0-1. It's in the dirt. Really good stop that time by the catcher, Bam Nolly. That ball bounced in front of the plate. Those are the toughest ones to block when they bounce that far out in front of the plate there.
You know, he's been a good defensive backstop, but he needs to work on his arm just a little. You know, he's thrown a couple bad pickoffs, but as far as he blocks the ball well.
1 ball, 1 strike the count. The pitch from Haynes misses inside.
Well, those geese are sandhill crane.
I believe they were geese.
Yeah, didn't look like the cranes. Their legs didn't look long enough. So
here's the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball is a foul ball.
Man, it just was, wasn't it?
Yep. I honestly thought it hit the first base bag, but I guess it didn't because that would have been a fair ball if it did. It was close.
I would probably played it 2 more, wouldn't it? Because that'd been in the corner. Who's in right field?
I'm not sure, Bruce. I can't pick up the number that far out. I don't know. Need my binoculars for that.
Doesn't really matter.
2-2 pitch coming from Haynes. Curveball stays high. Payoff pitch coming from the freshman. Fastball hit back up the middle. Could be 2 here to Shields. To Gum at second base, on to first.
Safe.
So the Scotties do get the out at second. 2 down. And once again running for Yates at first base, it'll be Andrew Jones. That's a courtesy runner. Now the first baseman, Logan Johnson, to the plate.
Well, this is the second time that Jones has been out there in this inning running.
Haynes starts with a fastball, which is fouled off out of play.
Johnson's 2 for 2, Joe. He walked, doubled, and singled. Has 1 RBI on the afternoon.
Runners on the corners here. The 0-1 pitch coming. Fastball is high. Bowling Green leads 13-0. We are in the top of the Aero Safety 5th inning. Bowling Green has scored 8 runs in this half inning. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses a little bit low, apparently. Didn't look too bad from our spot. 2-1. Barron County baseball now leading Warren East 8-1 after 6 innings. So the Trojans going to get a season sweep of Warren East, it looks like. Here's a ground ball to the left side. It's going to get through into left field for another base hit. Another run coming in to score as Luke Eilert crosses the plate. It's now 14-0. And in softball, Barron County leading Warren East 10-4 after 6 innings of play. Here's James Yarborough at the plate. And a foul ball here.
This is the only Bowling Green batter that does not have a hit.
Got a couple sacrifices, doesn't he?
Well, hit by pitch and sacrifice, and then 2 sacrifices. Yeah, he doesn't have he doesn't have an official at bat.
That's what
either,
I thought.
So he couldn't have a hit, could he?
Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball called a strike. Haynes trying to finally get the Scotties out of this thing here. He's ahead in the count 0-2. Fastball off the end of the bat. Shields charges at second base. Goes to first for the out. Finally, the top of the fifth inning will come to an end, but about as bad as it gets for the Scotties as they give up 9 runs in the fifth inning alone. Bruce, I know, is going to need some time to add this one up. Matter of fact, why don't we just give Bruce, we'll let him tell us how that inning shaped up when we come back from the timeout. It's 14-0, Bowling Green on top of Glasgow. You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, here on WCODU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
We go to the bottom half of the Aero Safety fifth inning with Bowling Green in control here, 14-0 over Glasgow. There is a new pitcher for the Purples, so let's see if we can pick up the number there. That is number 6, Bruce, and that is Landon Gilbert, who moves from third base to become the pitcher. And the new third baseman is Grayson Rogers. Glasgow will send up their 5, 6, 7 hitters. Excuse me, their 6, 7, 8 hitters. Bam Nolly, Garrett Shields, and Houston Haynes.
Well, then the runner was out at second
Yep.
then because Nolly's batting again. So that's what we wanted to find out a while ago. So
here's Landon Gilbert's first pitch of the day. Right-hander. And there for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. Gilbert has pitched now in 3 games. He's thrown 5 innings. Struck out 5, walked none. Has not allowed an earned run. Breaking ball here misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Glasgow senior catcher, Bam Nolly. The 1-2 from Gilbert. Popped up in foul territory, may stay in play. It does not. Our next broadcast coming at you on Thursday will be over at Glasgow High School for a softball game. It'll be a district contest for the Lady Scotties as they take on the Warren East Lady Raiders. First pitch at 5:30. Our broadcast begins at 5:15 with pregame coverage over there from Glasgow High. 1-2 pitch to Nolly, and he swings and misses, but it's in the dirt. Gets all the way to the backstop, so he is going to reach first base. So Gilbert gets credit for a strikeout, but the out not recorded.
was that I was adding.
It was a wild pitch, yes, okay. Wild pitch, yep. I'll bring up the second baseman, Garrett Shields. Next baseball broadcast will come at you on Monday. It'll be the first district game of the season for the Scotty baseball team as they host Allen County Scottsville. Fastball from Gilbert, called strike one. Another fastball from Gilbert swung on and missed by Shields, 0-2. Gilbert, a fast worker, does not waste much time between pitches. Now the 0-2 delivery. Breaking ball. Shields lays off for ball one. Gilbert ahead in the count, 1-2 strikes. And his pitch going to be fouled off here. By the way, we should tell you that J.P. Pitcock is the courtesy runner at first base for Bam Nolly. Number 24, Bruce, if you want to put him down. Breaking ball in the dirt, going to get away from Yates behind the plate, and that'll move Pitcock to second base on the wild pitch. So Scotty's with a rarity today, getting a man into scoring position here with nobody out. 2-2 pitch on the way to Shields. It's a little Texas leaguer, and that'll drop in behind second base for a Don Franklin auto base hit for Shields. Pitcock moves over to third.
Just our fourth hit of the ball game.
So now runners on the corners, still nobody out, and we will get a pinch hitter for Houston Haynes. That is going to be Peyton Limley. Peyton on the season hitting 167. Again, Scotty's just trying to get on the board here, if nothing else. They're trailing 14-0, so obviously barring an absolute miracle, the game is decided. But you'd like to see the Scotties at least get on the board here to prevent the shutout. And now taking off for second base and stealing second base is Shields, and the ball gets away, and that's going to bring Pitcock in from third. So Glasgow does get on the board to at least break the shutout here. The throwing error by the catcher, Yates, allows the run to score for the Scotties. Umpire investigating the baseball there, making sure it's not cut up. Now gets it back out there to Gilbert. No balls and a strike to Peyton Limley. Garrett Shields out at second base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. This fifth inning brought to you by Arrow Safety. That pitch to Limley misses for ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Low and away. Gilbert delivers, and here's a base hit into right center field for Limley. Shields held up to make sure it was not going to be caught, so he'll only advance one bag to third. And now at the plate for the Scotties will be Landon Martin. He'll be hitting for Braylon Caldwell.
Well, I had Limley in the ninth spot anyway, batting. He just pitched.
He hit for Haynes.
Yeah, I know, but Caldwell. I wrote it down twice. I'm sorry. I brought him in as a pitcher. Oh, he was the pitcher
started
early.
As pitcher.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the starting pitcher.
I had him in that DH and in the pitching spot as a DH, and so now, who's batting for Caldwell?
This is Landon Martin batting for Braylon Caldwell.
Well, he's the pitcher. Yeah,
Landon hitting from the left side. First pitch misses outside. Swing and a miss by Martin. 1-1. Martin batting .292 on the year. Hits a ground ball to the right side. That's going to get through into right field for a base hit. That'll bring Shields in to score to make it 14-2. Scotties need 3 more runs to continue playing here. And there's still nobody else. So they have an opportunity with runners at first and second. JoJo Driver at the plate represents that run that the Scotties need to continue on to the 6th inning to avoid the 10-run rule.
JoJo 1 for 2.
Breaking ball from Gilbert misses high. His fastball catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. In softball, Barron County defeats Warren East by a final score of 10-4. Swing and a miss by JoJo. Took a huge cut. Could not make contact. 1-2. Barron County baseball team has extended its lead over Warren East to 10-1 in the 6th inning still. The 1-2 to Driver misses outside.
It's a pretty big win for them. I mean, that yesterday, 2-0. I guess if they probably faced their best pitcher, but they're playing well right now.
Breaking ball popped up on the infield. It'll be caught out there by Logan Johnson at first base, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. Now Carter Hodges, the Glasgow left fielder, to the plate. Bowling Green leads 14-2. Bowling Green led 5-0 going into the top of this 5th inning, and they put 9 on the board.
Carter's 1 for 2. He's hit one back up the middle and grounded out.
Breaking ball from Gilbert, low and away. Now the 1-0 pitch. Strike 1 called on the inside half. Gilbert kicks and fires. This one's low. 2 balls and a strike. Scotties with runners at first and second here. 2-1 is going to get in the gap out there in left center field. Going to get all the way to the fence. That's going to bring Martin in, or excuse me, going to bring a Riley Winskoski in to score. Scotties now lead 14-3. Or excuse me, Bowling Green now leads 14-3. And Landon Martin makes it to third base. Hodges winds up at second with a double.
And he picked up 2 RBI there, didn't he?
1.
1?
Yep, only 1 run came in.
Well, who got the other?
Here is Stephen
yeah,
Garrett.
I got
This
you.
pitch going to be fouled off out of play. Gilbert working from the windup here with runners at second and third. And now he steps off the rubber, wants to go through the pitches again.
Well, we scored 2 on.
Gilbert with the 0-1 pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike. Breaking ball, swing and a miss by Garrett. He's down on strikes. It's an arrow safety strike out there for Landon Gilbert. And now the Scotties down to their final out. Here's the first baseman, Evan Templin. The run the Scotties need to continue playing is out there at second base. They need 2 more. They got runners at second and third here.
And Templin's 0 for 2, both with strikeouts.
And he'll ground one to shortstop Evan Shallert. He's up with it. The throw is to first in time, and that will do it. So the Scotties do show a little life in the bottom of the 5th inning, but too little too late as Glasgow will fall here to 5-10 on the year. And the Purples will improve to 9-5. 14-3 the final score. We'll come back in a moment on the Don Franklin Auto postgame wrap-up. And we'll take a look at our Ralphie's Fun Center final stats. We'll also have our Hardee's Hot and Fresh Play of the Game and our SCRTC Player of the Game. We'll also hear from Glasgow head coach Cameron Garman. Bowling Green defeats Glasgow 14-3 in 5 innings. We're back after a 4-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Show the Scotties fall 14-3 here to the Bowling Green Purples. Glasgow now falling to 5-10 on the year. Purples improved to 9-5. And it's time now to take a look at our Ralphie's Fun Center final stats. And for that, we turn things over to Bruce Tribune. Bruce.
Thank you, Joe. That last inning for Glasgow, they had 3 runs on 4 hits. So there was one Bowling Green error, and they strand 2. But with a final score of 14-3 today with Bowling Green, let's look. Eric Kreiser get the win. He'll move to 2-0 on the season. He pitched 4 innings, faced 14 batters, struck out 3, did not give up a walk, gave up 3 hits and no runs. Gilbert came in. I forget his first name. I had it. Not Luke Gilbert. Landon Gilbert came in to relieve him. Pitched the 1 inning. He faced 8 batters, struck out 2. He gave up 4 hits, 3 runs. 2 of those were earned, and he had 2 wild pitches. Offensively for Bowling Green, they 14 runs on 14 hits. There were 2 Glasgow errors. They strand 7. Individually, Evan Schobert was 2 for 3 with a run scored. He had a stolen base, a base on ball, and he had 3 RBI. Drew Eisenberg was 2 for 3 on the afternoon. He had 2 runs scored. He had a stolen base. He was hit by a pitch. And he had 2 RBI. Landon Gilbert was 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. He had an extra base hit. That was a double. He drew 2 base on balls. Grayson Newman, 2 for 4 on the afternoon. He scored 2 runs. He had a double and a home run. He had 4 RBI. Luke Idlet was 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. He committed their lone error. He was hit by a pitch. Hudson Notmeyer was 2 for 3. He had a sacrifice and an RBI. Harrison Yates was 1 for 3. His courtesy runner, Andrew Jones, scored the 2 runs. His position scored 2 runs by the courtesy runner, Andrew Jones. He had a double. He also had a stolen base. He had a base on ball. Logan Johnson, 3 for 3 on the afternoon, scored 2 runs. He had a double. He stole a base. He had a base on ball and 2 RBI. And James Yarborough was 0 for 1 this afternoon. He scored 1 run. He had 2 sacrifices, was hit by a pitch, and had 1 RBI. Team totals, 27 at bats, 14 runs on 14 hits. They commit 1 error. They had 5 extra base hits, 4 doubles, and a home run. They stole 4 bases, had 3 sacrifices. They were hit 3 times. They drew 5 base on balls. They did not strike out, and they had 13 RBI on the day. As I said, Kreis will get the win. He moves to 2-0. For the Scotties, Peyton Lemley will get the loss. He's 1-1 on the season, only pitched 1.1 innings. Faced 10 batters, gave up 3 walks, 3 hits, 4 runs. All 4 were earned. Rashad Etheridge came in. He pitched 3.2 innings. He threw 42 pitches. Faced 12 batters, walked 1, gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He hit 1 batter. Kuykendall came in. What is his first name, Joe?
Lucas
Kuykendall came in. He pitched 1/3 of an inning. He faced 5 batters, walked 1, gave up 1 hit, 4 runs. All 4 were earned. He hit 2 batters. Landon Martin did not record an out, faced 5 batters, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs. All 5 were earned. And Houston Haynes came in and finished the last 2/3 of the inning. He faced 4 batters, did not get a strikeout or a base on ball, gave up 2 hits and no runs. Scotties did turn 1 double play today, a 1-6-3 in that first inning. Individually for the Scotties today, JoJo Driver was 1 for 3. Carter Hodges was 2 for 3. He committed an error, had a double and an RBI. Stephen Garrett was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Evan Templin was 0 for 3 on the afternoon with 2 strikeouts. Hudson Gum was 1 for 2. Bam Nolly was 0 for 2. His pinch runner, J.P. Pitcock, scored on an error. He had Bam committed an error. He had 2 strikeouts. Garrett Shields was 1 for 2 with a run scored. He had a stolen base. Houston Haynes was 0 for 0, did not have an official at bat. He did have a sacrifice. Peyton Limley was 1 for 1, a single with a run scored. Braden Caldwell was 0 for 1, and Landon Martin was 1 for 1 on the afternoon. He had an RBI. 21 official bats, 3 runs on 7 hits. The Scotties commit 2 errors. They did have the 1 extra base hit. It was a double. We had 1 stolen base. We had a sacrifice. We struck out 5 times, and we had 2 RBI as we dropped this one 14-3. The Scotties now fall to 5-10 as Bowling Green will improve to 9-5. And I think Joe's got coach here, and we'll let him speak.
All right, Bruce, thank you very much. Those are your Ralphie's Fun Center final stats. Appreciate Bruce bringing those to us. And Coach Cameron Garman has moved in alongside now. And Cameron, look, you knew that you were facing a good ball club today and just kind of got off to a tough start, kind of dug a hole to begin with, and just really never could recover from that.
Yeah, it starts on the mound and didn't have a strong start. And, like I said, just got in the hole and never recovered. I think we're kind of wore out from spring break and yesterday, and we just didn't have a lot of energy today. And that's on me. Got to get them ready to play.
Could you sense that coming into this ball game?
Not really. I mean, I was excited coming in. I thought we were ready to compete, but I was wrong. So
let's talk about the pitching. Peyton Limley got the start. Only was able to go 1 in the 3rd innings. Walked 3, gave up 3 hits, gave up the 4 earned runs. And we know Peyton. We know what his ability is. Obviously, not his best day. But then I did think Rashad Etheridge came in and gave you some really good, innings on the mound. Cameron, he came in relief in the 2nd inning and then pitched the 3rd and 4th innings. Faces 12 batters, struck out. Did not strike out any, but only walked 1, gave up 3 hits and just 1 run. Etheridge is a freshman who had not pitched much at all. I think maybe I saw in the stats maybe a couple innings all season long. So I think probably had to be encouraged by what you saw out of him, weren't you?
Yeah, and he got that opportunity from pitching really well in JV. He has not walked anybody in JV innings, and then we got him 2 innings against Somerset. Same thing, didn't walk anybody and just pitched to contact, and that's why he got that opportunity today. And he did walk that 1 guy and hit a guy, but I think that's just nerves.
Yeah.
But I was happy with him. But yeah.
And then you also threw 2 other freshmen. Lucas Kuykendall, and then, of course, you had Landon Martin, who's not a freshman, but then Houston Haynes winds up finishing the game for you on the mound. Just an opportunity. With the game obviously a bit out of hand, just an opportunity to get those guys some experience on the mound. Cameron, is that what that was?
Yeah, and Landon Martin's coming off an injury, so it was kind of like a rehab assignment. Like, let's see, just to get him some work. Houston, very proud of him. He had we should have got out of that inning even earlier. We missed a ball over there at first on a double play, but very proud of him. He got 2 or 3 ground balls and got out of the inning, and that's what I call on him to do, and that is a big deal coming in these varsity games as freshmen. Having to depend on him a little bit here and when we have a lot of games going on. But, yeah, proud of Houston, proud of Rashad for sure.
He gets 7 hits on the day. Couldn't string a lot of them together until you got to that 5th inning, Cameron. But, the kids did show some life in that bottom of the 5th inning offensively, which you had to be proud of.
Yeah, and that's maybe the one, besides the 2 freshmen pitching, I said that's the one positive thing. You at least got up there and scratched around. And, I let Peyton and Landon hit there at the end, and they did what they were supposed to do, and yeah, worked out. Scratched 3 runs across, but gotta do that from the get-go.
You've got 3 more home games this week, a 5-game homestand for you guys. You've got LaRue County tomorrow here at home at 5:30, and then Franklin Simpson on Friday at 6 o'clock, and then a Saturday game at 11 o'clock against Cumberland County. Coming off a game like this, Cameron, how do you approach these next 3 games here at home?
I'm just going to keep throwing guys, and like I said, it starts on the mound. They got to get up there and throw strikes. I mean, we're going to throw older guys here towards the end, Evan Templin and Stephen Garrett will throw tomorrow, and we'll have Austin Parker, Bam, be able to throw, and we'll just try to, day by day, scratch some good ABs together, throw well, and make plays, and try to get some wins.
Also getting to the point in the season now to where you have to kind of get your pitching lined up for those district games too, because your district begins on Monday,
starts
right?
On Monday. Yep. Yeah, and that's kind of what we're looking at. We're getting a lot of guys out there and seeing who we can roll with, who we can trust, and depend on. So, yeah.
Cam, appreciate you coming up after a tough day. We'll see you. Next time we'll see you will be Monday against Allen County Scottsville,
Right,
okay?
thank you very much.
That's Scotty head coach Cameron Garman. His ball club falling here by a final score of 14-3 in 5 innings. And we need to take one more break. Then we'll come back and tell you about our Hardy's Hot and Fresh play of the game. We'll also tell you about our SCRTC player of the game. We are back after this timeout. You're listening to Glasgow Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Back here at Sam Roy's Field, it is the Don Franklin Auto postgame show. The Scotties falling to Bowling Green 14-3 in 5 innings. Time now to take a look at our Hardy's Hot and Fresh play of the game. And for that, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and it was a double by Carter Hodges, which scored a run for the Scotties. It was the only double of the day by Glasgow, only extra base hit of the day for the Scotties. Carter winds up the day going 2 for 3 with that double and the 1 RBI. So Carter Hodges with that double to left center field is had our Hardy's Hot and Fresh play of the game, brought to you by Hardy's Restaurants. Now we need to tell you about our SCRTC player of the game. And for that, we're going to go with the freshman pitcher, Rashad Etheridge. Gave the Scotties some really good innings. Goes 3 2/3 innings, faced 12 batters, walked 1, gave up 3 hits, gave up just the 1 run, which was an earned run, and he hit a batter. But Rashad Etheridge making just his 2nd appearance in varsity action for the Scotties on the mound. Have a good day for him in relief. So Rashad Etheridge will be our SCRTC player of the game. That's brought to you by South Central Rural Telephone Cooperative. Our next broadcast coming at you on Thursday. It'll be a softball game over at Glasgow High School. The Lady Scotties will open up district action against Warren East in that ball game. It's a 5:30 first pitch, and our broadcast will begin with pregame coverage at 5:15 here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM. Of course, it'll also be live streamed on the Scotty channel. We've also got a link to the live stream on our website at WCLUradio.com, so we certainly invite you to join us for that. Let's update you on some scores once again here before we get off the air. Let's tell you that in softball, it was Berrien County defeating Warren East by a final score of 10-4. In baseball, the last score we had on that one between Berrien County and Warren East, it was Berrien County on top 10-2 in the 6th inning. So certainly you would think that the Trojans are going to go on to win that ball game. And then we'll give you an update on the softball game. The Lady Scotties in a good one with Butler County. They are tied at 6 right now going into the bottom of the 6th inning. So hopefully the Lady Scotties will be able to pull that one out on the road, and then hopefully we can see them get a win on Thursday against Warren East over there at Glasgow High School. I want to thank everybody who helped us with the broadcast today. Mr. Jonathan Talley, our producer, back at the studio on the board for us. Will Perkins, our video producer, handling all the live stream activities for us. Appreciate both of those guys as always. And, of course, my broadcast partner on the broadcast today was Mr. Bruce Tribune. Once again, your final score, Bowling Green 14, Glasgow 3 in 5 innings. Purples improved to 9-5. Scotties falling to 5-10 with the loss. I'm Joe Myers. Thanks for listening, everybody.